Welcome to the Daily News Network, and you're on a mission with Jack Sears, where we visit with local nonprofits, organizations, and businesses to discuss their mission and how they're bringing that mission into reality. And today, we have as our guest on the show the President and Chief Executive Officer of Airvan, Ike Sherlock. Welcome to the show, Ike.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
So to get started, let's talk about Airvan. Who are you and what are you doing and what is your mission?
Well, thanks. Airvan is a third-party logistics company. That means we're warehousing, we do trucking, and we do non-asset-based brokerage. So a lot of the containers you see coming in and out of the port, we handle those, we unload them, we ship them to where they need to go, warehouse them. We also do a lot of last mile delivery. So if you order a sofa or a patio set, two guys with a box truck show up and deliver it, that's us.
That's you.
Yeah, it's us.
How long have you been doing this work?
It's a new company for me. The company's been here for a long time, but I've only been here just a little over a year.
Okay, well, how's it going?
Really, really good.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
Yeah. What's the future look like for your business?
You know, the logistics and supply chain explosion in Jacksonville specifically, all over the country, but in Jacksonville specifically, has been just fantastic. We can't build warehouses fast enough. We're filling them up. Trucking is really good. Of course, Jacksport, the economic engine that drives this part of the country.
Sure.
It's a great place to be.
Yeah. Many of the guests on this show have a commitment not only to their business, right, but also to their community. And I know that that's the case with you. What are things that you do to get involved outside of work?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a Rotarian, and I love being in Rotary. I love the mission. I love the community involvement, local, nationally, and globally. It's just the most bang for the buck, really, I believe, for community involvement and contributions.
Mm-hmm. And I know that you're involved in another organization besides Rotary as well.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's an organization called TALON, T-A-L-O-N, Transportation and Logistics Organization Network. So in our vertical, transportation, supply chain, logistics, there are 8 volunteer organizations in town. Propeller Club, Transportation Club, CSCMP, COMTO, 8 of them, right?
Okay.
And what started a few years ago as a President's Council really has morphed into an organization where all of these organizations come together and do good in the community. We do a sock drive annually where we collect socks for the homeless. We do job fairs. Every year we do a pub crawl at Christmas. That's very important. That's community involvement. Pub crawl at Christmas.
Sure.
So, and most importantly, these organizations, all volunteer organizations, they can rely on each other and help prop each other up and help support each other.
So in other words, you're building goodwill and better friendships among the organizations? Just to quote a little something from Rotary.
That's right, yeah. The 4-way test. The 4-way test is how I try and live my life. And we're promoting and building goodwill and better friendships. We feel like anybody thinking about coming to Jacksonville, we want them to choose Jacksonville for logistics, supply chain needs. If I'm not the right fit for a client that needs warehousing or trucking, I probably know a competitor that is.
Okay.
And we feel like a high tide raises all ships, and if it's good for Jacksonville, it's good for all of us.
Yeah, we hear that from a lot of folks that sit in this chair, that it's important to showcase just how good it is to live here on the First Coast, but how to give back when you do live here, because that's how you get involved and even make it better.
Yep.
So good. If you were mentoring another president or CEO of a company, what advice and tips? Let's say they're young, they're just getting started. What advice would you give to them from one guy to the next, or lady, as it may be?
for me, the mistakes I've made have been the best learning opportunities. If you're making a lot of decisions, you're going to make mistakes. And grasping those mistakes, owning them, figuring out what the thought process was, and not doing that again, that's been the greatest opportunities for me.
Well, that is excellent food for thought, right? Yeah. Well, listen, you've been a wonderful guest. We've enjoyed having you here today. How would our audience connect with you, learn more about your company, and maybe if they needed your services, reach out? How would they connect with you?
Absolutely. I'm on LinkedIn, Ike Sherlock. Also, my company website, Airvan Inc. You can connect me with me through there as well. Talon.com is another website.
Okay.
We like that. It's basically a calendar, a shared calendar with all the organizations' dates on them. And you can connect through that and see where all the meetings are for all the different organizations around town.
Great.
And of course, if you're interested in Rotary membership, I'm on the Rotary membership committee too. So
Yeah.
Just reach out to me.
All you got to do is Google Rotary, and you can find a club nearby, can't you?
Absolutely. Or I'll tell you where the meetings are.
Yeah,
So,
it's good.
yeah.
Yeah, I would encourage folks to look at all the organizations, but in particular Rotary. What a great organization. So, Ike, you've been a marvelous guest. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you.
So,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good. That's it, folks. That's the time we have here today on A Mission at the Daily News Network. If you'd like to learn more about Ike, Airvan, and the work that they're doing, or maybe even connect, be sure to check out this interview and a host of other interviews on some great things that are happening here in our area at thedailynewsnetwork.com. Until we get together next time, here's wishing you good health, much happiness, and remember, treat each other the way you'd like to be treated.